Let's go back to the Egyptian time. This is the right angle triangle, which we know from geometry. Pythagoras was the one that came with the theorem. A square plus b square c square. That's it in English, huh? Yeah. So, and as we know, as he was Greek, he was able to bring this up in his thinking, but it was already there in the Egyptian time. And what did it represent? The Egyptians did not say a square, b square, c square. They used names of gods. And they spoke about the square, which was on the horizontal, and the square that was on the vertical, which is larger, of course, and the square that is on the hypotenuse. And they spoke of the gods Osiris and Isis, so the male and the female, Osiris and Isis. And Osiris and Isis, they had a son, which was Horus. So the square on the hypotenuse was Horus. And there, the triangle, there was this empty space. The horizontal line is the line of the feeling, where above and below come together. The feeling life. Where left and right come together, we are thinking. It's the thinking line, the midline, the vertical midline. When things come from left to right and from right to left, and in combination, we are on the thinking level. The diagonal, here it's on on the flat two-dimensional, represents going into perspective. If you don't believe me, just draw a railway. You see? It goes into perspective. Or a road, you see? So that's a representation of going forward or backward. So that's the horizontal. The diagonal. That's the line of the will, going forward or go backward. So in this triangle, we had this horizontal element of the feeling, which is connected with Isis, the thinking, where the vertical is, Osiris, the diagonal, Horus, yeah? And then this open space. We, in anthroposophical terms, would not say Osiris, Isis, and Horus. We would excuse me, it doesn't work in this moment. We would use other terms. We would use the term physical body, etheric body, astral body. So we have here these three members, physical body, astral body, etheric body, that were prepared for the human being in older times. I don't have to go through this all again, but already from in the developmental stages of the earth itself, they were prepared. And then on the earth, where this three-dimensional space is for the first time, it was not on the old moon. Old moon was two-dimensional. You hardly can imagine yourself a two-dimensional space, but anyway, where this vertical line is, there is this open space, and these three members form a cup. And in this cup, the spirit can incarnate. Let's say the ego, but it's the higher ego. We've already said that before. So that is the ego. So this Pythagoras theorem brings us back to the mysteries of Egypt. But actually, when you look at this, it's a picture, it's an image of the fourfold man. The three members and the ego. Now, of course, you know the right angle triangle exercise, and there are other exercises. And this right angle triangle, I already said so, is also an image of the human being standing upright. Now, the right ankle triangle, we know that's that exercise, and it's used 4 times with specific in a specific sequence. But you will find it also in such a simple exercise as this one. I will show you. You clap in front and you clap behind. This is this line. You see, you do this. I have to stand this way. And then you clap above and you clap below. And you do this one. So here is this line. And here you have that line. And then you clap above and then behind. There you have the diagonal. So what you're doing when you do this sequence, am I correct? Tell me, how is it? Above, below?
Above, behind.
Above, behind. Yeah, well, what is it? You do this first, and then you do or above, below, and then above, behind, below. Actually, yeah, that's jet lag. Above, behind, below, above, behind, below. With jumping. And you imprint this image. And there you go, and you get a picture. Like Marianne yesterday showed us this picture of the situation. Isn't that great? It's such a simple clapping exercise. You have, when you look at it from the side, there it comes. Interesting, huh? And it is a representation of 3-dimensional space also, and of the human body. Just to simple, I already said this line, where the head and the trunk work together, there is where the middle system needs to be created. At 9. We have the polarities in the first 7 years, and in the second 7 year, this middle realm, this feeling realm is created. It is not there right from the beginning. This individual feeling life comes at the age of 9. Where was I? I forgot. Anyway, lost track.
It was a representative of 3 dimensions.
Oh yeah, now I know where it is. Yeah, feeling line above, below. Now this we know, fore and back. This is this plane, this plane which we can step out. But just such simple things as I take off my glasses. This midline. Rudolf Steiner speaks about that. I don't know it's a joke. It could very well be a joke during a lecture because he was funny. I would tell you, he was a funny man. And you can imagine being lecturing in Germany that he tried to get them laughing. He tried to get the Germans laughing. But he said, well, it's very, when he speaks about the lines, he says, well, you can really see in daily life where people touch this line between left and right. The way they do it, it would tell you how their thinking is. There are people that say, I have to think about this. So they put left and right together and have to think about it. That's thinking. There are others that say, let me know, let me look. And they're touching their nose, but this is the middle system. So their thinking is connected with feeling. And there are others that say, and this is the limbs. So their thinking is connected with will. And that's how we can look at the children as well. These tiny gestures they make tell us something, but we have to open our eyes. And what is it? I tell you, working with these concepts, sometimes it is so theoretically up there, but trying to digest it and meditate on it. And I always say, do it in a practical way. When you're ironing your shirt, my shirt. When I'm ironing my shirt, I do this, and I think east, west, or physical, etheric, physical, etheric, physical, etheric. Yeah, why not? And when you do that repetitively, it will be imprinted, and somewhere it goes asleep, and then there it comes one, and what's that?